Let's roll.
Alright, first off, we want to give all praises
to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Hakodash.
Water Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, for allowing us to come out here again for the Spirit. Water Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, for giving us His word. The one is our apostle and ever that great bill.
Speak up, huh?
And salutations and blessing to the hope of life. So we out here again through the Spirit to proclaim the words of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, and to wake up the elect and to reveal who the people of the world are. Who you red Hebrew Edomites are and who you Israelites are. You get that?
God, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
And Babylon is modern day America. What you would call America, the North America, that's Babylon of the Bible. The daughter of Babylon is modern day America. You got it.
Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
And that's what's happening. You see the fall of America. You see the decline of this great society, because it's called the virgin daughter of Babylon, because America's never been touched with like a world war. Nobody has ever came over here and did what has happened to Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Nobody's invaded this country. But soon through the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that's going to happen through the Russian troops landing on the shores of America to bring mass destruction to you Americans. Like in that movie, what's that, Red Dawn? When it was like a regular day, the first Red Dawn, when they was at school and it was just normal outside. And then just out of nowhere, troops just started coming out of the sky, shooting and blasting everybody.
Yeah.
Keep going. Well, you can get your precepts up.
This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Yeah? And he's going to be seeking whom he devouring during martial law. Because right now he's doing it, in a stealthy fashion. But then he's going to come out, 100%, full force.
Get Revelations 12. Because this devil is soon enough he's gonna stop hiding his teeth or hiding his horns. It's like in that movie called Horns that was on Netflix for a little bit. At the end, what he revealed his horns. His horns came out, he grew wings. Soon enough, like Hellboy too. This devil is about to triple his horns, man, because the truth is coming out. He can't hide it anymore. For so long he was shaving it down. He's trying to keep it hidden. That he's the red Hebrew Edomites of the Bible, but now it's being shown, and there's nothing you can do. The truth is coming out, and there's nothing you can do about it. Esau, get that?
God, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the milestones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers.
And that's what's happening. Everything is being uncovered. Everything is being shown. We're being shown to be the true people, biblically known as the Hebrew Israelites. These Edomites. No, you got it out.
These Edomites are being known for the atrocities that they have done across the world since the beginning of time.
Everything's coming out. Your shame is being spewed out throughout the entire world, Esau. You can't hide it anymore. You can't do anything to fight against the truth. No matter what you do, you can lie, you can say all matters of evil about the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, but the truth is the truth. The truth is still going to be the truth.
God, verse 3 of Isaiah chapter 47. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
And that's the power of heaven, man. The second in command in the heavens, Yahushua, is going to come and not meet the devil as a man. He's going to come as an angelic force, man. Omnipotent power. When you look up the word omnipotent, it means all powerful. The Lord Yahushua is going to come with the full wrath of the Heavenly Father. Bible can try to get Isaiah 63.
Okay, Khan, in verse 1?
Yeah.
Okay, Khan, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63 and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with children. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
And it said, who is this? This is speaking about, as the world ignorantly knows, it's Jesus Christ, which isn't his name. His name is Yahushua, and he's also a dark skinned man. He ain't no white boy, frilly blonde hair, blue eyes, with a blonde beard. This is the Lord Yahushua, which is a dark skinned man.
And it says traveling in the greatness of his strength, meaning Yahushua, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is coming back with many angels, man. All right, that look like so-called black men, all right, to put the beat down on this place.
Yeah, this is coming, man. Not this. Yeah. This ain't coming to meet you people, man. This ain't coming to the planet Earth. This is a devil, man, and he's already here. He's already here as I forgot the one of the sons of the Rothschilds. I forget his name, but he looked just like that image, man. But this is who's coming, man. Yahushua, the Lord, the one that you people aren't looking for, man. You're not looking for a dark-skinned man to come out the sky. You looking for this demon to come through the heavens. But he's coming through the heavens.
That's right.
Man. You get your precept by one.
This is Jude chapter 1, verse 14. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these things, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against them. You know, just to further iterate what the brother was saying about the Lord's return. You know, nobody, even during the time of Enoch, who the Most High saw as pure righteous grant, that he had to take him out of the earth. You know, even he prophesied that these things. He was only 7 generations in Adam. So how much more so you have men that so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans standing boldly, proclaiming the things that are of the Bible. You know, we speak things according to the Holy Spirit. So-called who the world eminently calls Jesus Christ is coming back with the thousands of angels, and also with the thousands or 10,000s as it's stated in Jude. You know, the 144,000 elect that's going to come back and rule over this world of righteousness, taking it from the hands and the grasp of you so-called Edomites.
That's right.
Can you get us 2 Ezra 13 real quick? Just to show furthermore that our Lord Yahushua is coming with the 10,000 of the angels, man. He coming as a power, man. First Yahushua came as a lamb, the faithless to be slain. But now he's coming back to make war. That's why his prophets is out here. You think when the Lord comes, he's going to come to talk to you people, man? To have a conversation about your wickedness? No, he just going to utterly obliterate you off the face of the earth. You got it.
God, this is Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Mount Sinai in the holy place. I'll read it one more time. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Mount Sinai in the holy place.
Yep. So
Sinai.
Yep.
In the holy place.
The Lord coming with the 10,000 of angels, man. And those angels, what they full of the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua too. Yep. When the Lord sent the angel to destroy Israel, he had to hold his head because he was doing so much slaying in the nation of Israel. You people forget the terror of the heavens, man. The great power that dwells in the heavens. Yahweh, man. Yahweh ain't no joke, man. He says he's God amongst gods. He's the highest ranking throughout the galaxies, man. There's no one above the Heavenly Father, and he's the one who's going to be bringing this judgment upon the planet Earth.
And all those angels are just to show how much he hates them, like, because it's not all those angels ain't required to destroy his kingdom. You know, it's just like, you know, you take a sledgehammer to kill a fucking spider. It's just, you know, making a statement, you know, it's over. Yeah. Brothers did a video on that last night. Overkill.
Because that's what the Lord gonna do, man. Because Esau, ultimately, you just an imp, man. You're nothing. But the Heavenly Father is gonna destroy you with the greatness of His power, even greater than what he did in Egypt. He's gonna destroy you with the actual angels, man. Many angels is gonna come and completely rip this place into shreds.
But it's not only just the right hand angels that's going to be getting down on you with your mics. Most High is going to unleash these demons that you keep putting over the power of the heavens. You know, that's why you got the books such as Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter, which goes into the apparitions that the Most High let out in the ancient Egypt. How much more so now?
Right. This is 1 Chronicles 21:1. And Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to number Israel. You know, it says in which numbering Israel was a sin, and that's the reason why the angel to destroy some in Israel. But jumping down to verse 11, it says, So Gad came to David and said unto him, Thus saith Yahweh, choose thee either 3 years of famine or 3 months to be destroyed before thy foes, while the sword of thine enemies overtake thee, or else three days the sword of Yahweh, even the pestilence in the land, and the angel of Yahweh destroying throughout all the coasts of Israel. Now therefore advise thyself what word I shall bring again to him that sent me. And David said unto Gad, I am in great strait. Let me alone now into the hand of Yahweh. For very great are his mercies, but let me not fall into the hand of man. So Yahweh sent pestilence upon Israel, and there fell in Israel 70,000 men. And the Most High sent an angel unto Jerusalem to destroy it. And as he was destroying, Yahweh beheld, and he repented him of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed, It is enough, stay now thine hand. And the angel of Yahweh stood by the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. You know, and one thing that stand out, is the fact that it says that the Lord repented of the evil. You know, the Lord, for those that are out there that don't believe that the Lord does good and evil, man, and that the Lord, he would jack you up, man, and do something that you would consider evil. Now, this thing was done unto the children of Israel. How much more so you think that the Lord will go out to destroy a people that's not his people, man?
You even take it further. What about how much more so would he take that anger and that evil and put it upon the people of his earth?
6. Okay, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 2. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer.
And the scriptures call the Lord the conquering Lion of Judah. That's what he's going to do. He's going to conquer all you nations through his father. And the people, when Israel got the land back, what did they go not get it back? When Israel was coming out of Egypt and they were coming into the land of Israel, what did they have to do? They had to destroy that people of the land at that time and take them over and take that land from them, which is what? Conquering. They conquered them. Just like the so-called white man conquered us, we're going to conquer him. We're going to conquer you Edomites, you Moabites, you Amalekites, all you nations who are confederate against us are going to be conquered through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Everyone is going to bow before our Lord Yahweh Shai. And all you people who fight against the truth and the image which is set up, you're going to be destroyed, man. And who fight against the name, because you Negroes and Negroes who think the name is anything else but Yahweh Shai is going to be obliterated in these last days. The Lord is going to do a great work, man. And he's not going to be playing with any of you Israelites anymore. Just like the Apostle Dar said a while back ago, the Lord's going to kill, and he's going to kill, he's not going to stop. He's going to destroy everyone that's against him. The image which you people believe is the Heavenly Father is a false image, man. Because the Heavenly Father is somebody who's going to give you candy and give you peace and rest for doing utter wickedness before his eyes.
He gonna turn that blood faucet on.
Yeah, there's no peace to the wicked.
Yep. He got some.
Yeah, this is Numbers 24, verse 16. He has said, which heard the words of God and knew the knowing, and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. I shall see him, but not now.
That's right.
I shall behold him, but not now.
That's right.
There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheph.
Right there. And that's speaking about our Lord Yahushua. And for you Israelites who say that the Lord isn't in the Old Testament, that's complete bullshit, because right there it proves that that's speaking about our Lord Yahushua. The Yahushua is in the volume of the book, man. He's been spoken about even from the beginning, even with Melchizedek.
Yeah.
All the way to back then, Yahushua has always been spoken about to bring deliverance to the nation of Israel. It's never changed. It's nothing new under the sun. You niggas are just stupid, man. You think that the Lord isn't in the Old Testament. That's complete madness.
That was the case. What happened to Isaiah the 19th? What happened to when he said that he was the Word and the Word was with him in the beginning? You know,
Israelites. Hebrew
Israelites.
Israelites. That's just we're this.
See that?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What's y'all everybody heard about the Israelites, man. And we're out there. You know, she probably feel ashamed, you know, because of the thing that happened in DC with the Covington High School, which that shows you how much of a hypocrite Esau is, man. Here it is, they showed up to a Native American rally, you know, rallying because of the things that they were doing to the Native American that was done to them, the injustice. They showed up with MAGA hats, make America great again. How was America made great through the bloodshed of the Native Americans, man? But yet, if we showed up to a Holocaust rally with swastika T-shirts on, you know, they'll be upset at us, man. They'll call us demons, you know. So Esau is a demon. All right, those brothers that were down there, you know, they were preaching the word. They were getting at Esau, man. You know, which is the right thing. Jake is not in their right mind. You know, Jake is supposed to be upset at Esau for the things that were done to their people. But yet they're going to choose the side of the media. All right, the media, Esau says, demonize the Hebrew Israelites. So you got these coon Jakes, all right, that are threatened in this society, all right, threatened to America. They're going to demonize us, man. You know, you tell them you're a Hebrew Israelite, they'll have a look of disdain in their face, just like that woman. But she's going to be ashamed in that day. When the Lord visits this place, the same man that the Ak is talking about, Yahushua, our Lord and Savior, when he comes and he visits this place, she's going to be ashamed, man.
That's right.
That might be Job's wife in the reincarnation. They curse the Most High and die.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
You got it right now.
Exodus 23 and 20, behold, I have sent an angel before thee to keep thee in the way, to bring thee to the place which I have prepared. Beware of him and obey his voice, provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgression, for my name is in him. And God, this angel that the Most High sent before us is our problem. Yahushua, because his name is in his name.
That's right.
And the Lord, like you just said, he's not going to pardon your transgression. He's not going to pardon that nigga woman, that black monster, demon, transgression, man. And you people get despised. You got something.
I just want to add this. Who's the head and high priest? You know, the Lord said that he will make him a priest after the order of Melchizedek. So Yahushua has the ability to pardon transgressions, man. You know, he's the priest. You know?
and a lot. Oh, real quick, no, you get it. I want to get Joshua 20:24, because the Lord isn't going to forgive the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Man. Only way he's going to forgive them is through death, man. through death and destruction because they have to die. They despise their true nationality, not because it's not a religion. It's a nationality. It's a bloodline. It's a right that we have to inherit the world, man. And it's all through the bloodline which Yahweh Shai has bestowed unto us, man. It's not a religion. This is all about the rights which was given from the days of old that the Lord has promised us to receive.
Heritage.
Yep, a heritage. Which you niggas don't have a heritage, man, because you despise your own heritage.
Their heritage is black culture. Yeah, it's nigger culture. You know, their heritage was created by them, by Esau, man. And I was watching a movie called Talk to Me. You know, it's a movie that came out in 2007 with Don Cheadle and Chiwetel Ejiofor. You know, which he was a big coon in that movie, man.
Foodie.
Hey, but he said that, you know, he learned how to dress, how to talk, how to speak, how to conduct themselves from the Tonight Show, man, from an Edomite. You know, so you got a couple different kind of, you know, American Negroes out there. You got the kind that are striving and thriving to be like Esau, but then you have the kind that are just submerged in nigger culture, man. They want to be rappers. I was in a bank today, and you had two Jakes that were talking about their sons, and they were like very advocates for their sons being basketball players, man. Jake still think that they're gonna get rich in the society off of, you know, their children becoming sports players, man. All right, instead of turning towards Yahweh Shai and looking forward to the kingdom of heaven. You got Jake that are still into that nigger culture that was created by Esau, are within his elites, you know, to cause Jake to, you know, be in a stupefied state, man.
Here you are. You got Esau. They playing for some of them, not all. Some of them they playing on their kids. You know, even sometimes before they born, for them, you know, to go to college and get an education. And here Jake is, for the time that they, you know, in the crib, they plan on them going to the NBA. And the truth is, most athletes, even in college, don't even make the NBA. And also, the ones that make the NBA most of them don't even stay in there.
Buying them Jordans. Here it is, 6 months. Yeah, he gonna be a hooper. You know, buying them basketballs. Little nigga don't even want to play basketball, man. And you ask a kid
They
what
want to
they
dribble
want to
some
be.
balls, all right.
Hey, when you're a kid, they should have dreams. Oh, I want to be a fighter. You know, I want to be a police officer. You know, but hey, it's a so-called black woman that pushes that vibration, man. And then also, you know, you got the man too, but it's something that's systemic in them. All right, it's something that's embedded inside of them. Something that they've been groomed to want to be into. All right? Instead of doing what we're doing, man. And give up your life for the Lord, man, so that when the Lord comes, you'll receive the inheritance of the kingdom of heaven, which is far greater riches, far abundant riches than what we have on this side. All right? All of the things that you have on this side is tangible, man. All right? It's things that can be destroyed. It's things that will be destroyed. You know? What does it say in 1 Peter? The elements shall be set on fire.
Joshua 24:15. And if it seems evil unto you to serve the Lord Yahweh, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, so right there, the Lord Joshua said unto us, what, if it seem equal to you to serve the Lord, go serve them gods, man. Go serve the gods of the other nation. But Joshua in his house, what? He's gonna serve Yahweh Shai. You niggas is gonna receive the judgment of what it is to serve the other gods, man.
Somebody hand me the phone.
And God.
No. Shit's on the list. I had to switch it over.
Oh, you got it.
It's 2 Chronicles 15:12.
Go.
144K.
Okay.
It says, and they entered into a covenant to seek Yahweh Yahweh power of their fathers with all their heart and with all their soul, that whosoever would not seek Yahweh power of Israel should be put to death, whether small or great, or whether man or woman.
So you're gonna die. It's simple. You're gonna die, man. It's not for these other nations to serve Yahweh by Shai. It's for you. It's for you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to serve the Lord. These other nations can do whatever they want. They can be sodomites. They can take your horrified each other. They can have orgies and commit mass wickedness. It's fuck it. The Lord don't care about them. They heathen. But
if I may add to what you're saying, and what they're doing is a sin. You know, it's a sin. It's wicked. All right, that's the reason why in the kingdom of heaven they're going to be forced to keep the laws and the commandments, man. It's not going to be any of this wickedness going on. It's still sin, but the Most High Heavenly Father doesn't punish them the way that He will punish us, because they're not bound to His contract. They're not bound to His covenant. You know, that's Romans 5:13. It says from the beginning of time. All right, before Adam sinned, it says from the time of Adam, sin was in the world. It says, but sin is not imputed where there is no law. So what does the word impute mean? It means to lay to their charge. All right, these sins and transgressions are laid to the charge of these other nations the way that it's laid upon Israel. That's the reason why the Lord judges us immediately when we go off. He chastises us and He punishes us. But with these other nations, He allowed their sin to accumulate and to become very abundant to the point where the Lord just wipes them out like Sodom and Gomorrah. That's right. And that's what He's going to do to America. It's a lot.
Joshua 24:19, and Joshua said unto the people, ye cannot serve the Lord Yahweh, for He is a holy spirit, or a holy power. He is a jealous power. He will not forgive your transgressions nor your sins.
Because right above that, they'll say, oh, we're going to serve the Lord. And Joshua was like, no, you're not. He basically said, no, you're not going to serve the Lord. And He's not even going to allow you. Because Jake loved to hear the sound of the truth. They love to listen to it. It's like a lovely song, but they're not going to follow it. They not going to do the things which are written in this book to the best of their ability. They're going to hear and be like, oh, yeah, that's cool. And then keep on about their day and roll up a blunt while they walking up the street. That's the mindset of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You don't care about the knowledge of Yahweh by Shai.
Like
That's
that
that's
nigga
what
from last week. Y'all got a blessing for me? The prison nigga. He said he just got out. He was like, y'all teach the truth. Y'all try to bless me though.
But that's how Jake is, man. They just think the Lord throwing blessings out to the nation of Israel, man. No, the only people who are going to be blessed is the elect of the Heavenly Father on this side, because
That's what Cross is like.
you got it.
All right, this is out of the book of Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter, verse 30. It says, also thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and the doors of the house. All right, because hey, they're seeing the videos of the Israelites, man. They're seeing us within the news. There was a time period when Esau you wouldn't even see a news camera or somebody go up to a Hebrew Israelite, man. There was a time period when they were not even put a Hebrew Israelite within the news, man. But now they're using their media platform to defame us. All right, and you got Jake. They're seeing the YouTube videos. They're going and searching, which no publicity is bad publicity, And you're just you can't do nothing against the truth before it.
That's right.
But you do have a lot of Israelites that are still talking against us by the walls, man. They're talking against the things that we're speaking on, and we're speaking about salvation. All right, we're bringing repentance to our people, man, in the name of Yahweh. That's a good thing. All right, that's beautiful. It says to speak one to another, everyone to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the words that cometh forth from Yahweh. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as the people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For their mouth, for with their mouth they shew much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
That's exactly Then when Jake love to say, "Oh, I love the Lord. I love the Lord." This and that. But what's their heart, man? Your mindset is totally opposite to the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Completely contrary to what righteousness is, what true righteousness is. You niggas, you niggas' minds, you be thinking about blunts, rellos, and be sitting up in the church. It's all praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Oh, Shakisha looking nice, man. I know she got a man. Yo, I'm about to go hit that up after church.
Break up.
Yeah.
You know, so
they don't even think they be plotting on the breakup. They like he not. Hey, he ain't good for you, baby.
He don't make enough money.
No.
You know, and he a lame. You know. Shit, hey, motherfucker, sell him a dime bag, get him all coked up, bring that up to her attention, take her, and Jake is wicked, bro. Jake is all. It would be baffling to see the abundance of wickedness that Jake commits on a day-to-day basis.
And the scriptures say that Jake's wickedness have ever before the eyes of the Heavenly Father. He sees specifically all our sins, man. He sees everyone's sins on the planet, but he's mainly focused on the sins of the nation of Israel.
Yeah.
His eyes is zoned in on you. He's looking at each one. That's why you Israelites are in the condition you're in, man. Cracked out, drugged out, missing teeth, rusty, living in the ghetto, beat up, looking destroyed, spend $1,000 on fucking phones. This is
don't even got a car.
Nope, don't walk it. You just spent $1,000 on the phone, and you call an Uber to get picked up, or you walk
catching the bus.
Don't make
and then you walk the soles off the bottom of your shoes. You know, so hey, when you take your sock off, you can see the dirt prints from where your foot was sticking out of the ground and shit.
You got an iPhone.
Exactly, right. The PS4.
Yeah.
You know, sleeping on a pallet in the basement. Old Dorito bags,
Man,
crumbled up on the ground, you know, with blunt wraps. A little bit more in here. Verse 32, it says, "And lo, thou art unto them a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not."
They hear their word, man. They don't do what the scriptures say to do. They do completely opposite. That's why the scriptures call you your father, your devil. Your father, the devil. For one, Esau despised his birthright. You Jakes despise your birthright.
Hey, well, you got it, brother. I say it after.
Jake, it's the same thing, man. Y'all despise your birthright, just like Esau. Y'all don't want to do righteousness, just like Esau. This is exactly why the scriptures call you that, man. That's why Yahushua said that to you niggas, man. Because y'all really, your birthright is, our birthright is Yahushua, man. Because he's the one who brings us the kingdom through shedding the blood. But what, you niggas despise him. You hate him. You killed him ultimately, and you still despise him to this day. But the Lord Yahushua is still going to have mercy on the nation of Israel, and they're still going to receive the kingdom. But you just like Esau, man. You niggas are just like Esau. You're really worse than Esau sometimes, man. The scriptures say you open paths and deeds of the wicked, because you're not supposed to be doing the wicked things which other people do, because the laws was given to you. The ways of righteousness was given directly to you, man. They wasn't given unto anyone else.
God, this is the book of Hebrews 12 and 16. Now, who is the book of Hebrews written to? You know, and because you got different Hebrews that are out there. You know, if you come from Eber, you come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know, you're a Hebrew. All right, but the book of Hebrews is written to the Hebrew Israelites. All right, and it says, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright." Now, who was that written to? You know, that was written to Israelites, man. You know, to not be like the red Hebrew Edomite, not to be like the so-called white man, all right?
Who sold his birthright. Paul basically said to you, don't sell your birthright, man. Don't despise your birthright. Don't despise what was given rightfully unto you. Selling it for the riches of this world, man. And that's exactly what Jake do, man. They sell out for the riches of this world, man.
For ye know that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. You know, and a lot of you Israelites on this side, you're not gonna get any repentance, man. Even though you're gonna seek it carefully, or you know, with tears, when Yahweh Shai is coming. All right, because once those doors and those ships are closed, they're closed, man. There's no getting in.
No place of repentance for you, man. And you gonna come in the kingdom in your right mind.
Exactly.
You ultimately gonna be in the kingdom. But right now, for a lot of Israelites, there's no place of repentance, man. Just like for Esau, but Esau zero has any place of repentance. He's not getting anything but death and destruction for 1,000 years, man. After that, completely obliterated. And if you're a broke Edomite, you need to go talk to Satan, man. Because y'all got some beef.
Conjure him up.
Y'all need to conjure up Satan.
Homeless,
and
broke.
Bow down, take that deal.
Yeah, because
That Matthew 4 is a deal.
y'all niggas need to get some help.
Now, you got something?
No.
I'm gonna get his and you got it.
Oh, that was an Agnes. I thought it was
This is Joshua 24:20. If ye forsake the Lord Yahweh to serve strange gods, then he shall turn and do you hurt and consume you.
It said, "Do you hurt?" The Lord, and that's what the Lord gonna do. What did it say? The scripture say they shall know death by pain. Huh? You got that?
And consume you. After that, he hath done.
Yep, and that's what the Lord is gonna do, man. After he's done you good, he's gonna consume you, man. Because all the good that the Heavenly Father did for our nation, what did Jake do? They ripped it, man. They ripped it into pieces. They turned it behind their back for the ways of the other nations, man. So what's gonna happen? Y'all gonna know death by pain, man. And we're saying this to get you Jakes in the right mindset for not to be destroyed, man. To turn to the Heavenly Father so you don't end up in that position of great death and destruction, man. To wake up, to come back to your heritage, to come back to the knowledge of Yahweh Shai. But ultimately, we know that you niggas is blinded. And really, it's through the Spirit, man, because the Lord has he has it out personally for a lot of the nation of Israel, man. He has a personal vendetta to destroy you, man. To can destroy you.
The Most High hates niggas, spigots, and featherhead weirdos.
That's right.
All of them are all confederate in not obeying the Most High.
You got it.
2 Ezra 9:9, then they shall be a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they have cast them away despitefully, shall dwell in torment. For such as in their life have received the benefit and have not known me.
They receive benefits. Look at Floyd. Floyd on Instagram like these, with a gold watch, with his gold Cuban links in his robe like this and shit, with some glasses on and money
That shit made me
money
sick to
dripping,
my
bro,
stomach,
saying it like this.
That shit made me
They
sick.
receive benefits, man. They receive the benefits of the so-called white man. And what's gonna happen to them?
And they use individuals like that, you know, guys that Jake men that have status in this world, you know. They'll use them. Like, for an example, when the whole thing was going on, you know, people protesting Gucci, you know, because of the blackface sweater. You know, guess who had on the Gucci robe, man, all the way down to the socks, you know. That goes to show you that these guys that are up there, they can that have status, these Jakes that made it, they can care less about you, you know, you Jakes that are catching hell, man.
Oh, well, like the Steve Harvey show, they said basically we can't help you niggas. When you Steve Harvey was talking to some black some black bitch. I don't Monique, that's who it was.
Yes.
They was talking. They was talking all types of shit about Jake. We was like, we can't help the poor in our community.
Yeah, they can. You're right, because they took in the contract. You know, so as soon as they take that money and they start to try to put it in so-called black communities and to build them up, they're gonna find some way to demonize them and to take that money away from them.
That's what they just did with 21 Savage. This nigga was trying to build up. He was giving out large sums of money to get school supplies to certain areas Atlanta, and also trying to build his own community service.
He was buying buying the rights to his records as well.
That too. And look what the fuck happened. Motherfucker, ICE came and deported them. And now he talking about, man, I would never want to get face to face with ICE again. Like,
They shook him, man. Them niggas, ICE, they grabbed
All of that
they
thugged out
grabbed
shit.
him up, man.
You know that gangster shit that they were talking.
now that nigga using that British accent again.
That motherfucker, they ain't no joke, man. Esau him you up. Esau had his ass hemmed up and he couldn't do nothing.
It's amazing to me to see how Jake, is towards Esau versus how they are towards their own people, man. To see how Jake is towards their own people versus how they are towards the so-called white men, the Red Hebrew Edomite. All right, that reminds me of a video I seen. I guess these guys were in Philly, and they were talking about how they about to ride on these niggas. They got guns that I've never even seen before, not even on Call of Duty, man. They're all strapping up, slapping the clips in, and recording it while they're doing it. But what you saw in the video, you saw in the video red and blue lights in the back window, man.
Oh yeah, I saw.
And somebody put within the comment section, and these guys would never see the light of day again, man. They're not riding on nobody, man. Here it is, Jake. Will go beyond the great lengths are to destroy their own people. Just like these panel of so-called elders, man, which they're not the true elders. Are these men that just pop up out of nowhere that goes back to those days when Abba Bivens were a part of the commandment keepers, which he left. How they're coming after us for speaking boldly against Esau, but yet they won't speak out against the so-called white man for all of the things that he done to our people, man. Here it is. Jake is a totally different. They have a totally different vibration towards the so-called white man than they do towards us. They're gonna let the so-called white man tell them how to speak, how to talk, how to dress, how to react towards the things that he's done unto them. All right, but when it comes down to us, they just totally demonize us. And this is the mind state that we're trying to preach the word to get Jake out of, man.
I know. I finished that up.
Okay, good. Second Ezra 9 and 11. And when they had by law, while they had yet liberty, and when yet a place of repentance was open unto them, they understood not, but despised it. The same was knowing after death by faith. That's right.
They despise it, man. Just like it says about Esau, they despise the birth. You niggas are just like they were ready for you. That's why you have to be. That's why y'all gotta die on this side and be cleansed and come back to the kingdom in y'all right mind and total utter righteousness, man. Where everything is gonna be perfect, man. All Israel is gonna be living in uprightness and perfection before the eyes of Yahweh Shem. That's right. Because you niggas are backwards, man. You'd rather sell out to the so-called white man than to help out your own people. We helping out Jake right now by bringing out the words of Yahweh Shem. But they don't get it that way. They think we against niggas, man. And we gonna tell you about yourself, man. We gonna tell you. Get real quick. Isaiah 58 and verse 1. We gonna tell Jake about himself, man. We gonna tell you. We even get on our own self. We hate niggas. We hate niggas. And besides, we don't like it. The Heavenly Father don't like it, man. And how about Shai don't like looking upon nigga culture or black culture. But he despises for weeping and mourning. He getting niggas partying, eating swine, rejoicing about the Super Bowl, drinking wine and beers and drunk as hell across the block partying. But the Lord didn't want that, man. Got Jake balling in America when he told you this is your captivity.
Right, we on punishment.
Yeah. You ain't supposed to have your Xbox when you on punishment. When you in the corner. You're not supposed to have your game system, and the Jake said you're not supposed to have your riches, your clothes, your money, anything, man, that the Lord stripped on us, man. Because you on punishment. When you on punishment, you don't get nothing, man. You are in trouble, and that's what we are in right now.
that killed his wife. And he made a deal with, because he was serving fair time, and he made a deal with them to tell them where the body of his wife was if they would give him privileges to play Xbox. You know, and they did it. You know, they gave him privileges to play Xbox, man.
Get that real quick.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins.
Yep, so that's what we're doing, man. And like the scriptures also say, make thy forehead hard against their forehead. We supposed to tell you about yourself, man. So what you can hear it and listen and be reproved and hopefully come into the knowledge of Yahweh Shai, come back to who you are so the Lord can have mercy. The scriptures say the Lord will abundantly pardon, man. He will have compassion. You just have to seek him. But Jay don't want to, man. It's too hard not to get a line up. It's too hard to not eat shrimp or pork. It's too hard for a nigga to stop sagging his pants, man. It's too hard for him to do that, man. So they keep doing it, and what's the ultimate end? Death, man. You go give up your salvation for a line of boots, but you go face death, you go face infinite death for a line of old woman in a shrimp skin. Oh, and like I was down south, them jakes in Louisiana, them motherfuckers eat crocodiles, they eat crawfish, alligator, they eat anything out there, man. They got crocodile, alligator in the restaurants out there, man.
Turtle soup,
They eat
gumbo.
Man, one chick, some Jake chick, she said she from down south. They said her grandma every year they cook raccoon, man. They catch and eat a raccoon. They not supposed to eat no goddamn raccoon. That's a straight bourbon. That's disgusting, man. That's
Hey, the brother
disgusting.
just brought out a point. He said they eat my oysters. Them goddamn nuts. Some goddamn animal nuts, man. Man, that is horrible, bro. Yeah, abominable. What's in a testicle of an animal? A male animal? Semen. You know?
Yes.
Ball busters.
I know we gonna read
Ball
I know the brother got one down. Did you read it?
I ain't reading it.
I got one real quick. Give me some seconds now. This is Jeremiah 10:2. It says, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed of the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at it. Don't go in the way of the heathen. The heathen will eat all abominable things, just for the fact of some meat in their esophagus. You know, I was watching. I like to watch like fishing shows. When I watch the fishing shows, Jake with Esau. I watch fishing shows. He might have ate an eel before, but he saw it and he went. He put his rod in the water. He got the eel hook and he ate. He never ate it before. You know, so this is abominable things they start doing, and Jake probably I don't think there's any fish, any shellfish. I know they ain't that goddamn crazy. They eat some meat, they eat meat like beef, but they know that shellfish will kill their ass. I mean that fish will kill their ass, but they don't get it all the way. Go ahead, bro. They call it sushi.
They used to have a show called, I don't know if you see it came back out, but Fear Factor, right? And you had to eat
That
all
shit was
that
nasty.
weirdo type shit.
That
You know what I'm
shit
saying?
nasty.
But our people, 2/3 of my people do it willingly because they don't have the fear of the Heavenly Father. They don't know none of his ways. You know what I'm saying?
And like the comedy skit, Deja.
Yeah, when they was eating pig. That's what I was just thinking about.
Pig.
Pig.
Just eat
Some hot sauce.
Put some hot. That's what you niggas is, man. You get some pig pieces and throw some hot sauce on it and say it's good to eat, man.
We tested, not good shit.
Yep.
Yeah, tested.
That's Duke.
Yes, that's straight up do.
And the pig don't get rid of that. It stay all that doodle, all that stuff that's in there, stay all up in there. I'm clean. If you gotta clean your food for the whole 24 hours, you probably shouldn't eat it.
Washing it with dish liquid. You gotta wash your food with dish liquid when you eat bleach. Yeah, with bleach and shit. That's true, man. And you know how big of a heavy spirit you have to have on you to eat that, man. And a lot of us, which I never was into eating chili,
I ain't
man.
never ate no chicken.
But a lot of us was eating pork. You know, we were eating shrimp. Hey, but the Lord brought us out of that, man. Hey, that demon was taken off of us. But here it is. You would tell Jake all of these things, how bad it is for them, and they'll still go ahead and eat it, man.
I grew up on
Because they got a heavy spirit on them.
One of the brothers posted a chick that was eating a 15-pound lobster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a so-called delicacy. It's like, hey, that just proves to the point. You gotta have a heavy spirit on you to even have a thought process like that. What would make you want to consume something? You know what I'm saying? That's just gluttonous on
Issues and fancy.
Yeah, that's
Not worried about her health. Not worried about high blood pressures, high cholesterol. It looked like she was dipping it in butter and hot sauce.
But you got an Instagram,
You know, hey, I know her. Never mind.
They got an Instagram chick who basically got famous with just eating big ass food, man.
I think I know you're talking
You know,
about.
and she be eating all types of shit, man.
Man, niggas be dying.
With a body built like SpongeBob, man.
Worse though, SpongeBob was
That's how
loaded
it's
up.
right. See,
Can you get that real quick?
it's the right one. They get fat. They body look like SpongeBob.
shake like grimace. Shake like grimace.
Yeah, from McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Who got it, Zion? Got it?
This is Ezekiel 7. This is Ezekiel 7:1. It says, moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, also, thou son of man, thus saith Yahweh power unto the land of Israel, and the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and I will recompense upon thee all thine abominations.
Right? So that's what the Lord's gonna do, man. All that wickedness you do, man, all that evil you do before the eyes of the Father, it's gonna come upon you, man. Like it says, keep reading that, Bob. Because the scripture's gonna go hard on Jake right there, man.
It says, and my eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity.
And the Lord's not gonna have any compassion, man. He's not gonna have all the compassion that the Heavenly Father is having right now. It's gonna be, well, really, all the compassion Yahweh Shai is having right now through the Heavenly Father, man. Because if it was up to the Heavenly Father, all Israel would be over. Because Moses, all the way back to the time of Moses, the Lord wanted to destroy all Israel. And how much do? Yep, he prayed for them, and how much wickedness has grown up since then, man? How much wickedness has grown in the nation of Israel since the time of Moses, man? It's terrible. But we have a mediator, which is our Lord Yahweh Shai.
And all you have to do is just believe upon Yahweh Shai, and all of that will be wiped clean. You know, all of that will be wiped clean through your faith and your belief upon it, okay? But here it is, you know, when the Lord judges you, he's going to all of your abominations. Are you, these 2/3 that are living within this time, you know, hey, they're going to be judged for things that they've done back then. You know, in this lifetime, in judgment, man. But all you have to do is just have faith in Yahweh Shai. You know?
If all you niggas who was about to die when the Lord was about to slay Israel, I think it was spared at that moment. Y'all gonna face it this time, man. Y'all gonna get it. King
One of the brothers from
Scott.
It's a little more.
Yeah, Lord.
It says, and my eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abomination shall be in the midst of thee. You shall know that I am Yahweh.
Yep, and that's when you're gonna know, man. You're gonna know that the Lord is Yahweh You're gonna know his fury. Through the wrath of the Heavenly Father, that's how you're gonna get to know him, man. You get to know the Lord the wrong way, man. Through horrible and a gruesome death, man. You're not getting judged with the mercy of the Heavenly Father. You're getting judged with the wrath of the Heavenly Father, which is ultimately terrible, man, and terrifying, because the Lord can put you in a simulation of just complete hell, man. You can be walking down the street, trip and fall, get back up, then a lion come bite your arm off. You get away from that.
Like that big bull, that male person this week, man, yesterday, the other day.
Oh shit, I ain't seen that.
There was a pit bull that was on the neighborhood, in the neighborhood. The male lady or the guy, I don't know if it was a woman or a male. She was in the dog attacked her, man. It was shaking the shit out of her hand. Everybody trying to hit the dog with big garbage cans. Boom. Hit him with bruise. They boom. That motherfucker still was shaking it.
Hey, but Chief,
Wild beast.
yeah,
Terry.
yeah.
That's
That's Jeremiah 1:15, and also the other one in Sirach, the 39th chapter. You know, the Lord created spirits for vengeance. Don't teeth for wild beasts.
and that dog's jaws was locked on that male person, man. And that's what can happen, man. That person could have got away and then ran in the street, got hit by a car. That's the type of judgment that's about to come on the planet Earth, man. Judgment that you can't escape, man. You run. Yeah, final destination type shit, man. It's about to happen. You get away from one destruction. Yeah. Because you can get away from one thing. You get away from one thing, another thing right after you, man. That's how the cycle's about to happen on the planet Earth, man. You get in the car wreck, you get out, another car hits you. Wow. It's just gonna be judgment. You can't run from it. You can get that real quick and then I not, man. You got the final destination.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord Yahweh is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and laid his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
Don't look too hard, man.
You got it now.
Shit.
Corinthians 5:11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Most High, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto Yahweh, and such also they
don't call it pressure, they call it pressure.
In your conscience. And one of the scriptures that I think in mind that brother talking about is the fearful thing to fall in the hand of different power. And another scripture that I think about was there's none that can deliver you out of my hand. Once the Most High got his eyes set on destroying you, it's nothing you can do. You know, you're gonna get destroyed.
He's gonna make you what that thing is.
Yeah.
He gonna make you that thing across the street, man. The Lord will turn you into that, and then destroy you, man. He gonna torture you in your body. Oh, you got something right on? You got it.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30.
But I'm pointing, trying to make it seem like
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live.
That's a record that's in heaven, man. There's a record in heaven and in earth, man, because our record on earth is this, the scriptures, man. That's the record that it can bring that against you Israelites, man. That either you gonna choose life or you gonna choose death, man. You choose which one is pleasing in your eyes, man. A lot of Israelites have chosen death, man, because they think life is evil, though. That like it says in Proverbs 8, that Proverbs 8 and 36.
That's right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, in verse 36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death.
And they hate, they hate what? They hate Yahushua. So what? They them Yahushua's life. So if y'all hate Yahushua, y'all love death. You got it.
We're gonna say the same thing.
You got something, Dion? You get
Okay, God. You got something?
Alright, this is Matthew 24, verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Just to harp on the point from earlier that, we out here, prophesying the word of the Lord, but our people are not, taking unto it. They busy doing their own thing in the world, enjoying themselves. You know what I'm saying? Not seeing, the warnings, the writings on the wall, but it's like, their eyes are blinded, through the spirit of power of Yahweh Shema Rashad, because ultimately he's not dealing with 2/3 of our people, like in the days of Moses, he saved all of Israel. But this go around, he's not dealing with all of Israel.
I got something for you real quick. Because you said the Lord blinded them. Yeah. This is Isaiah 6 and verse 7. And he laid unto verse 8. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send? And who will go for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me. And this is the angel that the Lord asked, who is the Lord gonna send to go out to blind Israel? And the angel answered him, he said, I, here am I. And he said, Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. See ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their hearts, and convert, and be healed. And the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai set a demon over your eyes, man. He put a demon in front of y'all to where y'all couldn't see, man. And it's not physically see, it's spiritually see. Because they be out here who can see, who have eyes, but like the scripture say, who have eyes to see, man. Not everybody has eyes to see, nor ears to hear. Verse 11, then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be waste without inhabitants. And he was asking, how long is that going to be? How long is it to where these Israelites aren't going to understand the truth? And it's going to be until they're destroyed, man. Until the cities is waste, till the inhabitants is desolate. Verse 11, then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be waste without inhabitants, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. And that's when the Israelites is gonna get it, man. That's when all Israel is gonna come to the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai after the destruction of America, after they fall in this kingdom, man. When they fall right along with America, man, that's when they gonna get it, man. That's when they gonna come to the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's when they also get that new heart, that stony heart. We still got stony hearts, but that stony heart that Israel got, they're going to allow Israel being that so damn stubborn to be able to receive this truth. You know, like the ox said, brought out. You know, the angels. You know, they basically they pick. You know, they open the eyes of who they want to. And the other people, you know, they the rest with life. You know, and like the brother said, after Israel's completely destroyed, killed, and everything like that, that's when they went, oh, damn, those were the prophets. Y'all was right, damn. And, you know, they're still going to be in the kingdom, but they're going to have their head down, they're going to feel that shame as well. Precept.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 8 and verse 10. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord Yahweh. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. So kind of like the brother Yakar just brought out, after 2/3 of the nation of Israel are destroyed, they come back through the loins of the elect, then the covenant and the laws and the statutes are going to be written in their hearts, which goes back to the word law, and then we're not going to never go off again. You know? Hebrews 8 and 10.
Okay.
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 8. I'll start at verse 7. This is the book of Hebrews chapter 8 and verse 7. For if their first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second.
So if we was perfect, if we followed the first covenant, there would have been no reason for the second. But what we went on, we went after the ways of the heathen.
Verse 8, for finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel, and the house of Judah, the northern and southern kingdom. Okay.
Now with no Edomites, now with no Moabites, now with no Japhites, now with no other nation that's on the other side of this sign is a part of that, man.
And that new covenant began with Yahushua.
Yep. Exactly.
Not according to the covenant that I made.
And Yahushua came for Israelites, man. He didn't come for no goddamn Moabite or no Japhite.
That's right.
He came for the Israelites of the Bible, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, starting with the elect.
And that's the reason why I said that about Yahushua, because you have within the Bible, you have the First Testament, you know, which is the books of Moses, the Torah, the books of the law, or the Chronicles of the Kings, you know, the different things about the prophets. But then you have the New Testament, all right, that was written. All right, what does the word testament mean? The word testament means covenant. You know, so in order to understand who that second covenant was for, or that second testament was for, you have to know who the first one was and what was done, how it was broken, you know, and how the Lord promised that he was going to establish a new one.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. Like the brother said, they couldn't wait 40 days to break that covenant, all right? Verse 10, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor, because we're going to already have the laws and statutes in our hearts and our minds. And every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest.
No, man, ain't gonna be no camps in the kingdom of heaven, man. Ain't gonna be no like Apostle Carr said, they waiting to go out. They waiting to go out. They gonna go in the kingdom. Ain't gonna be no camps in the kingdom, man. Everybody gonna know who Yahweh Shai is. Everybody gonna know who the Lord is.
Verse 12, for I will be merciful to their unrighteousness and their sins and their iniquities no more.
the Lord not gonna remember our sins no more, man. He gonna blot everything out. They gonna be ain't no sin in Israel gonna be remembered no more. Even after a while in the kingdom, the 2/3 sin it's gonna be forgotten, man. They not even gonna have shame, man. It's gonna be like a regular day in the kingdom, man. It's eventually gonna go away. We don't know how long it's gonna be a part of, but shit, you don't want to come in the kingdom, man. Be shamed.
God, some wings, everlasting shame.
You looking down, man. You in the kingdom of heaven. You still got a shameful look on your face, man. That's fucked up, man. Yeah, you in the kingdom, but still, that's a bad look upon your part, man. Cause Floyd gonna be shameful in the kingdom, man. He gonna have all the riches again, but he gonna be shameful in the kingdom. He gonna be low.
Right, scripture says that they shall loathe themselves. You know?
It's saying right here, from the least to the greatest. They're gonna be all these superstars right now. So-called, they're gonna be the least in the kingdom. We're not gonna remember who Floyd Mayweather is in the kingdom. It's gonna all be about the elect.
We gonna know all our brothers.
Yeah.
We gonna still like your brother.
Like,
He trying to say meaning. He said, hey, really, it's all gonna pan down there. After a while, we're gonna forget it. It's gonna be all set aside. Look, when you got like when you dealing with even with the rich in this place, they don't hold. What kind of grudge they hold on to when they got money and you know you poor? What's the use of having a grudge with something that we came against your house by Chanel? And so we all sin. You know what I mean? So how could I sin? The sin we did be more. All our sins were basically. We could be. Let's put it like this: we could basically be destroyed the same way.
That's right.
I mean? So that's what we got to be humble about. You know what I mean? So in the kingdom, it's scarce be saved, so we don't even know we gonna be saved. Hey, we can pray to Yahweh Shema, we come to Yahweh the Bible. Look to Yahweh to get Yahweh Shema so we can be redeemed. And even with Floyd, we gonna know everybody. We gonna know everybody's name. You know, walking to a brother, gonna be knowing his name. We gonna know everybody. Like your brother said, hey, if you think about it, that's why the Lord say it's gonna be they're gonna have a everlasting shame, but we know it's gonna eventually deplete. We ain't gonna remember. So we just gonna be so happy that we're gonna be in the kingdom. The dude that came against you, the dude that committed adultery with the woman that you was with him, man, all that shit gonna be wiped away. Cause hey, we gotta understand if we follow you, how about you outside in the kingdom, we all gonna be brothers, man. No, it's all gonna be forgiven. But you got, they have to feel that slight because how they slighted the men of the Lord. A lot of guys don't understand who they deal with when they men of the Lord are actually like, we kind of odd to them. We're not of the same type of weight most of these people are, even though we in this world, man. You know, we're not the most popular. That popularity shit is wickedness, man. It ain't us, man. We could be the coolest person, but people don't gravitate to us like we gravitate to the Lord, man. These people don't care about this, the Lord, how about what they care about what? They care about how they can, how the next wicked move they can make, you know, or get over, or fuck. It's always a fuck, man. Fuck that shit. People always want to get over. Our life, men of the Lord are always probably thinking about what could happen to them. I mean, we can be destroyed for something like that. You know? Go ahead.
Fuck me up, man.
This is the book of Ezekiel 36 and 24. That's what you had? Okay. I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and you shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you.
All your filth and all your idols, you're gonna cleanse you, man. Because hey, going into the Christian church, Yeah, you worshiping idols, man. He said he gonna cleanse you from all the filth that we did, man. That's all Israel, man. But it's just happening. He just happened to have a certain elect of the nation of Israel that he wants to be his governing body, man. So hey, we can't get mad because he chooses certain men. Those men through the spirit would have been that was out there with Yahweh who and when they came on this earth, they were obedient. They had obedience to the name and the word of the Lord. And really, it's who he picked anyway, man. You know.
A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you.
Man, we're gonna go on. We don't have that desire to just do some, you know. He forgave David for his sin, but I don't even count. I know one adultery could put you to death, but you niggas can't compare it to what David did compared to your adultery. Y'all niggas commit adultery every day. All day, every day, you know, and brag about it, man.
Fuck your bitch.
Exactly.
Your bitch chose me.
Yeah, exactly. You know? That wasn't your woman. That was just your turn.
Yeah, like
told me that one day I died. You know? Yeah, but go ahead. Read more out, bro.
Time. It says it, and I will take, because in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna have a new spirit, man. You know. Jake isn't going to be in that spirit, you know, or have that heart that they inherited from the first Adam, man. You know, they're going to have a new heart, and that's what this scripture is going into. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh.
You know how that we take that stony heart that do our own thing in spirit, or most I ain't gonna do. You know, he forgive us and do what you want to do compared to you doing his will, man. When you in the kingdom of heaven, it's automatic, man. You know, you ain't gonna be like. First of all, there can be no pork that's gonna be had there. It's gonna be any carcass of pork, any pork around us anyway. But we ain't gonna have it defiled, or if we did it, we ate. He gonna forgive me if I ate this, man. He ain't gonna do nothing. Hey, look, we ain't gonna do that sneaky shit, man. Basically, we ain't gonna be in that spirit that what all I'm saying is we ain't gonna have that spirit, man. Well, you know, the Lord said he will forgive me. That's stony heart. That stony heart. That brickheadness, man. To be, you know,
I'm gonna do this like the Lord he gonna have mercy.
He gonna have mercy. That's how, man. That's why he got to impute our sins, man. That's why, man. Even the elect, man, he imputed their sins because of this, man. Because we basically like a force field. Hey, because the elect is perfect in his eyes, you know. It ain't perfect to him, man. You know, and
through your house shot.
Through your house shot, the water, bro. Through your house shot, man. He said he gave it them that your house shot said he gave it. He said 17:9 John. He said those that have given them to me. I pray for them.
It starts at 11.
What is another one?
No, it started at 17:11.
God.
All the way up to like the 22nd, 23rd verse.
You got
John 17. Don't you start at 9?
go to just go up a little bit before that.
Okay, this is John 17.
877.
John 17
and 7.
and verse. I'm sorry, verse. John 17.
No, 6. Go to 6.
John 17 and verse 6. I have magnified thy name unto the men which thou givest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou givest them me, and they have kept thy word.
They kept that word. What is the word, man? We kept patience, man. The word of his patience, man. You know, we're the men that knew that there's things that was going to happen, who kept the prophecies in their heart, who continued and believed that Yahweh Hashem outside the true power, and believed in the Son, man. Those men, man. Because if we believe in the Son, I mean we go what? Follow his Son, man. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 7. Now they have known all the things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee.
What?
For I have given unto them the words which thou givest me,
So yeah, he said everything that he gives is of thee, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Of Yahweh, man. Go ahead.
And they have received them and have known surely that I came out from thee.
Right, so they know that he was the one that was being spoken about through the scriptures, man. And these are the men that you sit here and you talk to, and people talk to their daily life. Don't know some of these men are the elect that's right in front of them, man.
That's right.
Man, that that believe on the word, that believe that it's gonna be all over. All this calamity is gonna be over soon, man. And that's how they mind is, and they know that the promises are gonna be kept. Man, that's the whole thing about this, man. And just know that the obedience, the understanding, and the faith of believing in this of everything that's been promised, man. Hey, you can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong. That's gonna go into the will of Yahweh Shema outside, man. What it say in Psalm 23? Go ahead, bro. Keep going.
And have known surely that I came out from thee, and they have believed that thou didst send me. I pray for them. I pray not for the world.
I pray for them. I pray not for the world, man.
But for them which thou givest me, for they are thine.
No, he was 17. No, he said all of that are thine are mine. He said pray for them. So Yahweh Shah's praying for the elect, man. You know, he's the mediator between us, man. He's in the spirit. He's right here in the spirit, and the spirit is right here. Yahweh Shah. Unto them, 2 or 3 are named down here in the midst of thee, man. So the spirit is right there, you know, and those guys are not going to be lost. None of them going to be lost to you in the name of Yahweh Shah. None are going to be going astray. The ones that he know that are his. You're going to have guys come in, 13 with Matthew. They're going to leave, man. You know, they came in, but they were not of us, man. They crept in unaware. They're going to stuff like that is going to happen. Exactly. Yeah, how many had followed? He said 73. And then how many they left? How many left when he said eat my flesh? Yeah, all of them. They all of them. They got out of here. So hey, some of them were there probably for you could feel good.
Even Judas is still there.
He was still there.
And see?
Crazy.
But only because the flip side. You know, you got some men's sins that are given beforehand, but then you got, you know, their judgment appear, you know, and it's plain. But then you got men whose judgment follows after, and that was Judas. But there's a bunch of Judases that are in Israel right now. There's a bunch of them.
Judas has kids. There's a line of Judases going around.
That's the reason why
they gotta die.
You gotta get tap into the fruits of the spirit, man. You know, follow after the example of Yahweh Shai. You know, being brotherly, and I'm talking about to the brothers that are amongst us. This brotherhood, not to, you know, those crazy bugged out guys that are out there, man. You know, because those guys are enemies of Yahweh Shai, man. You got guys that are teaching things that are against the word of Yahweh Bashim Shai, are their enemies of the Most High Heavenly Father. You got guys that are literally teaching against the prophecy. You got guys that, for an example, there was a video that came out. You know, I had to apologize to brothers for sending it, you know, because the Spirit got on me to actually go and translate the video. You know, but it was the Pope, you know, and somebody, you know, some Jake out there, whether it was the Edomite, whoever it was, could have been a Jake, you know, because Jake were teaching the things that was written within those subtitles that they put inside of the video. But it was basically talking about how, you know, I lied to you, you know, I've been lying. You know, they're saying that the Pope is saying this, but when you translate it, the Pope was saying something totally different. He was saying that the Vatican is Babylon. You know, he was saying that Saturday is the Sabbath. You know, so you got guys that are putting things out there and causing stumbling blocks. What did Yahweh Shai say in Luke 17:1, man? You know, those guys that are teaching these different doctrines that are offending the little ones, it was better that a millstone was hanged from their neck and that they were drowned in the sea. All right, because Yahweh Shai has a great punishment for guys like that, man. A very great punishment for guys that are teaching off doctrines.
I gotta push up real quick.
Me too. Okay. This is John 10 and and 27. Yeah. My sheep.
Like 25.
This is John 10 and 25. Yahweh Shai answered them, I told you, and you believe not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep.
Yeah, so you got guys that are out there, you know, they're not going to believe because they're not of the sheep, man. You know, you got guys that are inside of Israelite camps right now, and they don't even believe in the whole doctrine. They're just hanging out just because they want to be around, you know, Israelites, man. But they don't believe wholeheartedly. There's certain doctrines that they grudge against, you know, that they really don't want to get or don't want to believe in, but they're just hanging around. And that's how those guys were in John the 6th chapter. You know, who when Yahweh Shai said what he said, they just left, they vanished. You know, wasn't nothing left but their footprints.
Because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. So just to land back on the script in John the 17th chapter, you know, saying I pray for them, I pray not for the world. You know, it's dealing ultimately with the elect. You know, the 144,000 to 1/3. That's in this time. That's what's precious unto the Lord. You know, the rest of our people, they gonna have to learn the hard way. You know.
Okay, yeah. Exodus 14, verses 14. The Lord shall fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. And that's what the elect is gonna do. Because, you know, Lord willing, with those men, because, you know, we know that, you know, the man that see the truth, we know that this wickedness of the world is not going to last forever. We know there's going to be an ending of this and a new beginning. In the beginning, it's going to be nothing but righteousness. And that's what we're praying.
It said the Lord shall fight for you, and you shall hold thy peace. The Lord will kill a lot of people in our own family. What we gonna do? We gonna hold our peace. Hold the Lord. We can't stop the judgment of the Heavenly Father. He's gonna do what he wanna do, man. He ain't gonna. He don't say he's not a respected person, man. What Yahweh says is gonna go, that's what's gonna go.
My brother, you know, he came across our videos and he started sending it to the whole family. You know, one day I was at my mother's house. You know, it's my cousin. She started diking, which the Lord's jacking her up. You know, and she's getting all kind of down in that area. You know, whatever's going on, and the Lord's ain't jacking her up, man. You know, I had to get a hysterectomy and all of that. Damn. But basically, I remember my brother specifically said to me, you know, he was like, well, you know, how do you feel? Somehow we got on the topic of facts, you know, and I said, well, the Lord's gonna destroy them, and he said, well, what about our cousin? Our cousin's gay. I said, well, the Lord's gonna destroy her too. Well. He said, you gonna let God destroy our cousin? You know, well, what am I supposed to do, man?
Stop.
Right.
Yeah, that's enough.
You gonna let God destroy our cousin? Yes. No, I can't do that.
You got it, I just want to say
Egos.
I got something.
Precept, Romans 9:14, what shall we then say? This is unrighteousness with Yahweh. Yahweh forbid. For he said of Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then, it is not him that willeth, nor him that runneth, but Yahweh that showeth mercy. And if you do an abomination unto the Most High, which faggot, being a fag, a lesbian, or whatever the hell you want to be, instead of being what you want to be, the Most High don't make mistakes. If He make you a man, you a man. You ain't no man trapped inside a woman's body or a woman trapped inside a man's body. That's bullshit.
Hey, the scripture say, Salaki, you got it.
I was just gonna say that you got demons on you. You got hella demons on you. You got the first spirit. So first thing,
He just put an evil spirit on the creek. that got something real quick. This Job 20. This Job 23, verse 12. Neither have I gone back. I just start, bro. Neither have I gone back from the commandments of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food. But he is in one mind who can turn him in his soul, and what his soul desires, even that he doeth. For he performeth the things that is appointed for me, and many such things are with him. Therefore I am troubled at his presence. When I consider, I'm afraid of him, because the Lord purposes everything on this planet. There's no such thing. The Lord could have really made us evil like this if he wanted to. He could have flipped it all around. Esau, we could be on top, and Esau could be on the bottom, and we could be ruling this world, and it'd be completely backward. That the Lord really could have did that, man. Or this singular, the Lord could have birthed you an Edomite, and you'll end up in the kingdom of heaven getting your ass whooped by the Israelites not knowing what's going on. Hey, the Lord is cold, man. That's why you really got to think about the mercy. Just being the Israelite is a blessing for the Heavenly Father, man. You got to think about that. Just the Lord, what you say, the Lord
Talking about us being black.
Yeah, you not though. What the brother said a while back, though, the Lord could make you two things. He could make me Edomite or a woman. And I'm glad he didn't make me either one. That's the
same thing.
Yeah.
Could have been somebody playing.
Ooh.
Isaiah chapter 43, just to back up. I had mentioned that recently, that was Chicago just told. I mentioned that in the video because that shit always cracked me up. How Jake be thinking. This is Isaiah chapter 43, verse 13. It says, "Yeah, before the day was, I am he, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it?" And that's the Most High speaking of his position. That's why he has the title. He has a title known as Ancient Days. He was around before and around existence. So when he does something, we're not going to stop the Most High. The most we can do is plead, beg, and pray, like Moses prayed to the Most High not to destroy the nation of Israel. All right, if the Most High wasn't trying to hear it, he would have just moved Moses aside, obliterated us, and started with Moses. But like I said, he repented himself, so he decided to have mercy, tying in with the fact that our word simply at the mercy of our shine all time.
I got something back you up real quick. This is Second Ezra. Who was it actually?
Isaiah 43:13.
Isaiah 43:13. Precept that with this is Second Ezra 6 and verse 1. And he said unto me in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders.
That's Proverbs 8.
No, this Second Ezra 6, but that's good too. Before the borders of the world stood, or even the wind blew, before it thundered and lightning, or ever the foundations of praise were of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or even the height of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, forever the chimneys of Zion were hot, and what's this word?
Yeah.
And ere the present years were sought out, and or even the inventions of them how sin were turned, before they were sealed, that have gathered faith for a treasure. It said those that were sealed, that have gathered faith for a treasure, man. That's the elect. Before the elect was even established, and before anything ever happened on the earth, the Yahweh Shem Yahushua was there. Verse 6. Then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. So before anything happened on the planet Earth, Yahweh Shem Yahushua was there, and he established them, man. He set them up, and he laid them down. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the one in control of everything, like that scripture the brother just brought out. Verse 7, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of time, and when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. And that's what's been established from the beginning. That's always been established to happen, man. Jacob versus Esau. So the greatest battle that's been going on since the womb, and even before the womb, all the way back to the garden, Jacob and Esau have been battling it out. And Jacob is going to get the victory at the end of it. But laying on the point of verse 1 all the way to verse 6, before anything happened, Yahweh Shem Yahushua was there, man. I mean, that's why the scriptures call him the Ancient of Days. Because Yahweh was there before time itself even moved, man.
This is Daniel 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
No, you got it. So like, yeah, they want to be Esau so bad. Yeah.
This is Daniel 7 and 5. And beheld another beast, a second, like to a bear, and it break.
Yeah. So I thought it was something else.
Okay. This is Daniel, chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. Just harping on the point that who they call, so-called Father Time, that's dealing with the Heavenly Father. As the I said, before time was created, the Most High, he was just here. You know what I'm saying? That may
chilling.
Be,
doing whatever he wanted to do.
That might be, over our heads, but hey, that's just something you have to, you just have to, come to realization. The Most High, that's why his name is Yahweh, which means he to be. He exists, right? He's in everything. You know what I'm saying? His hand is in everything through his son Yahushua.
I got something right here. This is the Rock 18 and verse 1. Oh no, the Mormons. He that liveth forever createth all things in general. So he that liveth createth all things in general, man. Everything, man. To even Esau creating these cars, man. The Lord gave him the knowledge to do that, man. In general, man. Meaning even the garbage can, even the garbage bag, in everything, man. The Most High is in all of this, man. He gave man the idea to create these things, man. The Lord Yahweh only is righteous, and there is none other but He. Can you get real quick? Deuteronomy 10 and verse I think it's 12. There's none, like it says plainly, there's none other but Him. He is always going to exist, man. The Most High is going to be it's the greatest, man. You got to get this, and you can get that. Yeah, you can get it.
Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the book. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 17. For the Lord Yahweh your power is God of gods and Lord of lords, a great power, a mighty and terrible which regardeth not persons nor taketh reward.
God of gods, man. Lord of lords. He, like it said in verse 18. In verse 2, the Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but He, who governs the world with the palm of His hand. And that's singular. That's one palm. That's not even both. That's one palm. With the palm of His hand. And all things obey His will, for He is King of all.
It says all things obey His will, man. So that means when you think that you're going against the Most High Heavenly Father, you're still doing His will. Man, that's bad. That's a bad scripture right there. Even when you think that you're going against the Most High Heavenly Father, you still doing what He says you are to do. That's bad, man.
For He is the King of all, by His power dividing holy things among them from profane. So the Lord divided them, man. He divided the profane and the righteous, man. That's why you got the Israelites and you got the Edomites, man. That's why you got Moabites and you got Japhetites. The Lord has divided everybody, man. Nobody is equal on the planet, man. There's ranks that the Heavenly Father has put up, man. And the rank is the rank of the Hebrew Israelites being on top of everybody. You Edomites being on the bottom of everybody too, man. But right now it's switched. But like the scriptures say, the world is turned upside down right now. Everything's flipped at the moment, but soon everything's about to go to its rightful order with Jake being on top and you Edomites being on bottom, man. Because you Edomites are really worse than all the heathens on the planet, man. Now, damn, Moabites is running next to you, right? Yeah,
they're running next to next.
That's why you Edomites get your own class, man. You get called the wicked. The heathens, they just call it the heathens. They just the heathens. They in general, the heathens, fuck them. But Esau, you get your own class, man. Your own set. The wicked, man. And you got to be destroyed.
Gang gang.
Gang.
Turn up.
Turn up.
Verse 4. Because really, you really, Esau, you the really the gangster of the world,
That's
man.
right.
You white people is the real gangsters, man.
Right. Jake.
Thugs.
Look at him, he's smiling, he's smirking, he's like, yeah, I am a thug. You didn't kill and rape more than Jake had. And look at him, he's like, I'm a thug. That's a true thug, man. So you so-called white people are, man, because you didn't kill and destroy all the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You think these Jakes in the ghettos is bad? You Edomites that did this. You didn't destroy the entire nation, then tell them to forget about it.
That's gang banging on innocent black folks.
This suit setting right here, man. This gang bang. What you say?
Right.
Just say,
Gang gang.
gang.
They started the whole color thing. You know, you see how Jake is gang banging over colors, right? And when Esau is gang banging over colors, and it's they call themselves white, they call them black, and they wage war on us, man.
That's right.
Gang.
Yo, you gang bangers, you thugs, rapists, pedophiles, man. You know, drug dealers. And who's the biggest drug dealers on the planet Earth, man? It's a
right.
man.
That's right.
And you had a woman that made millions off of selling opioids on the on the dark web, man. But yet, Donald Trump was saying that all of America's drugs are coming through the border. That's the reason why you have to build a border wall, man. Come on, man, get out of here. You're telling me that a few Jake Iscarites are bringing all of America's supply of drugs over here on their back, man. I know the scriptures say that Issachar is a crouching ass crouching down between two birds. But damn, man, you telling me that they carried all of America's drugs, on their back over here,
The movie show you that. Sicario. Me and Bell, we just watched number 2. But even the first one, to show you, Esau, he's in control of everything. He's actually in control.
Well, you started to notice a pattern with the so-called white man. For an example, all right, the thing that's going on with Maduro in Venezuela is the same thing that transpired in Iraq, same thing that happened in Afghanistan, the same thing that happened in Syria, the same thing that happened in what's the other one, Libya, man. All right, it's the same pattern, the same technique, man. So it's not surprising that the so-called white man will be behind the drug trade. All right, he set up the CIA set up those drug kingpins. All right, men like El Chapo, and whatever the other names of those individuals are. And what did they do? They bring the drugs here, they get the money so that they can buy weapons to supply those people with, so that they can cause all of that turmoil in the Middle East. So that they can come with their humanitarian aid and say, okay, well, we need to help these people out. You do your war, because there's different forms of war. War doesn't always have to be a physical war, man. And a lot of Edomites, they read that book, The Art of War by Sun Tzu, man. And what do? They try to come with one face as if they're coming peacefully. But really, they're destroying the country by making the country implode upon itself. The people are turning against each other. Next thing you know, you see seditions, or you see people rising up against the government. All right, but they cause all of that to happen within the country. America, through their International Monetary Fund, all right, through their banking system, all right, through their IMF, all right, they destroyed Venezuela. So now what happened? You see people eating animals, eating human beings, warring and fighting against each other. And then eventually, what happens? What's the result of that? What is Esau doing now? All right, we're trying to send humanitarian aid, but Maduro won't let us. He won't receive it from us to try to make him look like the bad guy. Esau is behind all of this shit.
Want your help.
Esau is the biggest trapper.
Well, that's what they call themselves. The DuPonts, the Gettys, the Rothschilds. These just different gang names, man. Just like the Crips and Bloods. That's Esau, man. DuPonts and Gettys really the Crips and Bloods.
Rock 27 and 26. It says, "Whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth the trap shall be taken therein. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him. He shall not know what's coming." I mean, being Esau, the so-called white man, he thinks that he's the spider beating his web, catching everybody in it. He doesn't realize that he's in an even bigger web, which is the plan of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, bringing his downfall. Like it tells you in Revelation, the nations, or not Revelation, Isaiah. Well, it's in Revelation 2, but the nations are getting mad. Everyone's starting to call out America for its BS.
Psalms 55 and 21. 55 and 20. He put forth his hand as to be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war is in his heart.
That's it. It says war was in his heart. That's why there's always constant war with Esau. That's why you got the drug war. You got the war in Iraq. There's always different types of wars going on with Esau. And what? There's never a result. There's never
Resolution.
A resolution. Yep. There's never a resolution. There's never an end to Esau's wars because he's creating them.
they monetize, you know, or so like they make money off of war. That's the reason why they never, you know, tried to end it fast. But then the whole reason that they're warring is because they want resources. You know, here it is, America is all the way over here. How does America make its money? How does America get rich? All right, through these, look at that. And that's, the Lord is making you stand up, man. No, here it is. God. But pretty much, Esau makes money off of war, man. Milking countries of their resources, of their natural goods, you know, to make themselves wealthy and to make themselves fat, you know. And you're building up them callops, you know, you're making them sides fat, and you're doing all of that for the cooking, man, because the Lord is about to burn this place.
Mainly, it was right next door to you. You know, it wasn't like, you know, you in Russia fighting the war over in Portuguese or over in Brazil, oceans away. You weren't doing that. You know, Esau is the only person who will actually fight a war with somebody on another side of the damn globe. You know, even the conflict with Ukraine and Russia, they right next to each other. You know, the conflict with the gun rats in Palestine right next to each other. You know, Esau will have a problem with Japanese. They right behind him on the other side of the globe will have a problem with the Vietnamese, and then they on the whole, you like they ain't even close to you. Like, how you have an issue with somebody that ain't even next to you?
Scenario number 2, it shows you how Esau he paints new, deliberately creates a situation to paint an enemy to serve the media for people to go after. That's why here very soon, which it's already started, the Israelites were going to be the new terrorists, because a lot of that movie, without giving too much away, they wanted, like how 9/11 happened, everybody was on Ishmael head, oh, we got to get these Arabs. They was going to recreate that, except with this retarded ass down south at the border. They was going to make it look like
that's what they doing now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what Esau, the so-called white man, is known for.
One of the top words, they murderers, they rapists.
But it's really Esau.
Yeah, he masked up, faced up.
What's funny is how Trump got on the news and he was like, well, these people, they're felons, they're criminals, they're convicted felons, they're rapists. You know, how do you know all of that? How do you know that they're convicted felons and that they're rapists and that they're criminals, man? That's what you call demonization. All right? Which this land belongs to them. How did you get this land? You got this land through rape. You got this land through robbing. You got this land through killing, through stealing. All right, that's the pot calling the kettle black, man. Here it is. You're trying to convince the world that they are what you are, man. You know, that they are what you are. You're the biggest murderers upon the planet Earth, man. All right, let's not forget the history of the way America was founded, the way that America was created. All right, because this land predated, it existed before the so-called white man came over here, man. All right, go into the accounts of Bartolome de las Casas. All right, and all of the things that were done unto the Taino Indians on the island of Hispaniola, or in Puerto Rico, all right, on Haiti, Cuba, you know, and then coming over here in South America, Central and North America. All right, this place was built upon blood. That's the reason why the scriptures say in Nahum, the 3rd chapter, all right, that this is the bloody city. And the only way to rid this land of the blood that was shed in it is to get rid of the bloodshedder.
That's right.
All right, you are the bloodshedders. You have loved blood. You know, but yet they want to try to put a gag order within us and tell us what not to say. Why? Because once you start bringing up that shamelessness of Esau, Esau can't stand it. He doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to hear the penalty of his actions. All right, he doesn't want to hear the judgment of what's about to happen to him, man. And we're not gonna let up on this devil, man. And he's standing trial. All right, the Lord is getting ready to bring his judgment, but we're telling him the charges that are against him. All right, before the Lord does it.
So, can I get this out? Psalms 50 and 20, that's 21, 50 and 20, 50 and 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, and thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
Concerning Esau and his dealings with because we're not brothers anymore. You know, Esau, you can't. Jacob and Esau, they were brothers. They were twins. They came out the womb. But you have broken the brotherly covenant, so we no longer are allies. All right? You slander us. You do wickedness to us. You set us in a way to cause us to do wickedness, and then you paint us as they're niggers. When y'all get mad, we're a bunch of crazy niggers. But when we get mad, we're supposed to sit, deal with it, just pay taxes.
Oh man,
Go to school and sleep. Work.
Jacob and Esau growing up, man, I probably have problems. That's probably always fighting each other, man.
They were fighting in the womb.
They was fighting in the womb. Imagine when they get up. That's why Jacob's like, I'm gonna plot on this motherfucker, man. I'm gonna get this motherfucker. I'm gonna outsmart him. You know what? He got me on hunting. Okay, but I'm gonna outsmart you.
You know what? Jacob could have killed him. Jacob was able to wrestle with an angel. But Jacob, you know why he did it? Because he's a bigger man. Jacob had a more righteous spirit.
Yeah.
If Esau was actually physically stronger than Jacob, man, he'd have tried to break his neck in his sleep or some shit. Jacob could have fucked Esau bone to bone. He was able to wrestle with an angel. What do you think Esau would have not had? He'd have tore his heart out his chest if he wanted to. But Jacob, just like us now, the scriptures throughout the poor man is wrong, yet in treat.
Oh,
Our people were better than Esau.
God, that's Sirach 13 chapter verse 3. You know, the rich man doeth wrong. You know, the poor man is wrong, but he must entreat. We're not apologizing to you devils, man.
That's right.
We're not afraid for speaking out against this, man. All right, we're not sorry for speaking out against this. All right, you gotta pay. You gotta get paid back for this, man.
That's right.
When have you stood on trial? All right, when have you been convicted of these criminal activities, man? All right, and the scripture says in the book of Exodus 21 and 16, it says, if a man be found stealing a man, if he be found in his sight, if he be found in his hand, he shall be destroyed, man. All right, when the Lord comes back, we're still going to be in your hand. All right, the Lord is going to find us within your possession, which you refuse to let us go. It's not like we can just up and leave. Or if all the Negroes leave, you know that this place will collapse. All right? Here it is. You don't want us to leave, but you don't want us to stay either. And that goes back to a quote that what was the man's name? It was Thomas. I want to say Thomas Jefferson. He said, "As it is, we have the wolf by the ear, but we can neither contain him nor set him free." And Thomas Jefferson also knew, all right, that the Most High Heavenly Father was going to judge this place for the things that they did into the Lord's chosen people. You know? We're not apologizing, man. All right, we're not saying sorry to the so-called white man.
That's right.
We're going to keep bringing it up. We're going to keep exposing him. All of his wickedness is being brought to light, man. And the Lord put that spirit within us to do it. And the scripture says in the book of Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, it says, prophesy against Mount Seir, man. Who is Mount Seir? Who is Mount Seir? Genesis, the 36th chapter, verse 8. And the Lord gave Mount Seir unto Esau. Esau is Edom. So we're prophesying against Edom. Who are the Edomites? Who are the red Hebrew Edomites? The so-called white man.
That's right.
So-called white man, woman, and child.
That's right.
Now who would prophesy against him? All right? Because the Bible does say prophesy against him. First Corinthians 14 and what is that, 32? The spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. And the two prophets are prophesying against Mount Seir, man. We ain't apologizing. We ain't a panel of apologetic Hebrew Israelites, man. We're not saying sorry for the hate crimes that you did against our people. All right, for all of the rape, robbery, for the molesting of our youth. All right, for giving a boy for a wine, giving a boy for a harlot and a girl for wine, man. We're not sorry for that. All right, we're not sorry for you dashing our little ones' heads against the stones, using them as gator bait. We're not apologizing for that. And still within America, Apostle Kabar did a video on it. You got sundown towns, man. Where Jake, if you Jake is in that town after sundown, it's going down, man. Or Jake, we're not apologizing for that. We're apologizing for all of the riots that happened when your people came against our people. We're not apologizing for Chicago in 1919. All right, for Rosewood in 1923, for Tulsa in 1921.
Right.
And we're not a panel of coons, man. We're not Esau says we're not shucking and driving. We ain't doing that shit no more, man.
That's right.
And we're gonna call it how it is. You're the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
That's right.
You're the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And the Lord has a heavy judgment that he's about to bring upon you for the things that you've done to our people. When we're supposed to be afraid, we're not afraid. We're not afraid to ruffle the feathers. We're not afraid to stand in great boldness. The Lord said that we would. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. Then shall the righteous stand in great boldness against such as afflicted them. And we're being afflicted unto this day.
Right.
But yet we're supposed to hush down, quiet down,
Yeah.
lower your voice. Don't say nothing to offend Esau, because we don't want him to roll on us. Or matter of fact, we don't want him to misconstrue and think that we're you and you're us. And when this devil comes, he's coming for the whole nation, man.
Right. That's right.
He ain't picking and choosing who he's coming for. But here it is, you're trying to get Esau to like you. Or these are good niggas right here. They're respectable, they're in order, they respect all people, man. Fuck you, man.
That's right.
Fuck the Moabites, the Hamites, the Japhites, Ishmaelites, Edomites. We ain't respecters of people up here, man.
That's right.
And when in history have a true prophet been a respecter of people? And he's gonna come and he's gonna tell the word of the Most High Heavenly Father. He's not gonna be politically correct. Well, the Most High said that if you don't get your act together, he's going to come down here and kick your ass. There's no polite way to say it, man. And the Lord's bringing death, man. And judgments. People are going to receive rewards according to their deeds. And what is the deed of the so-called white man? To rob, steal, kill, rape, and murder, man.
Okay, Kyle. Psalms 50 and 21. These things thou hast done, I kept silence. Thou shouldest, thou thought, God, that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order among thy house.
That's where he saw evolution was proper. You thought the Most High would flip you in all of your steps. You're going to find out that you were incorrect. It was just a bigger plot. It was like the damn show Naruto. Madara thought he was holding it down. The whole come to find out it was that damn Black Zetsu that had started the whole shit. A whole other character. He saw so-called white man. He thinks he's God. He doesn't realize that the bigger dude that's about 20 feet taller than him, standing behind him, pulling his strings. All right, like off the movie Avatar. I love that scene. He was talking about the big, what do they call them? The big flying things. Dragons. Yeah, basically the dragons. Because he had captured one of them. He said that one he's the toughest bird in the sky. He's not gonna think to look up, so I'm gonna come from on top of him. That's Esau, the so-called white man. He's not thinking of an outside force, something greater than him. He achieved the Industrial Revolution. He achieved getting it out. They don't think that there's something greater than them, the average devil, but that's where they're wrong. You touched, was that Zechariah 11 and 3? I'm probably wrong. You touched the apple of the Most High's eye. All right, that's not gonna go unpunished. We're gonna
a second order, and you devils are going to get reproved. You got one. You got God's you roll over.
Oh yeah, I have one real quick. This the book in Exodus 1 in verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. We were saying earlier, we're still a possession in your hand, Esau. All right? Caught red-handed. Yeah, we're still in your hand. So we're out here prophesying that your destruction.
In your
right?
kingdom.
That's right.
In your kingdom. To your face. To your red face. The red Hebrew
It ain't nothing to do about it.
Because
what does it say in Acts the 5th chapter? Verse 38, let these men alone. For if what they're doing, is of the Most High, that we can't do anything against it. Lest happily we be found to fight against the Most High. You come after us, you're fighting against the Most High. You open up a can of worms. You're opening up Pandora's box. And that's one of the reasons that we're not afraid. All right, the Lord hasn't given us a spirit of fear. We're not afraid. All right, because we believe in what's written. You got Israelites that don't believe in what's written. You got Israelites that are only Torah, only Israelites. All right, which the Torah is full of blood. It's full of war, man. But yet you're coming in a sensitive spirit, man. And within the book of Deuteronomy, the Lord told us, man, to go within the land of Israel to slay all, man. Right. And it's going to be a great war that happening. But who's going to kick it off? And Yahweh Shai is going to do it, man.
That's right.
When you go into Micah 2, what is that? Not Micah, Zechariah 3 and 9. All right, wait upon me. Zechariah 3 and 8. Wait upon me until I rise up into the fray, man. All right, when Yahweh Shai rises up, then that's when all hell is going to break loose, man. All right, but it's lined up simultaneously. As soon as the devil comes after us, guess what? We have a power in heaven, all right, who has a son, and his son is known as his right arm, as his right hand. All right, he's going to rise up for us. We're not afraid of what man can do unto us. Neither are we putting our confidence in man. Or you had the Levites over in Haiti. Here it is, Putin never stepped in on their country, in their country, period. But yet they were crying out and calling out for Putin to intervene between America and them, and the puppet that America set up within their government. They were calling out to him instead of calling out to Yahweh Shai, instead of calling out to the Most High Heavenly Father, man. We're not afraid what man can do unto us. Let Esau roll. Soon as Esau roll, the scripture says what in Isaiah 59, man? When our enemies shall come in like the foot of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
That's right.
A spiritual powers, the chariots. All right, let Esau come. Let him come, man. All right, we want it to happen because we know what's written and we believe in what's written. And if we have to be afflicted, then oh well. Guess what? If we're going to be raised back up in the morgue,
that's right.
It's better to die an honorable death than to die a death as a sellout in the cool, man.
That's right.
Right.
This is Isaiah 6. This is Isaiah 63 and 1. It says, "Who is this that cometh from Edom, with dyed garments from Bosra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save." So this is dealing with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is patiently waiting, sitting on the right hand of the Heavenly Father to do damage against the Edomites. All right? Basra is dealing with basically a landmass that you Edomites had grew up. It says, "Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury. and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. So the Yahweh Shai, hey, he's like I said, he's patiently waiting for this day. He can't wait for the Heavenly Father to give him the go. You know what I'm saying? And hey, when they gonna wreak havoc out here on Esau and you other nations.
Right.
And hey, when will we be a part of that? You know, because hey, we patiently wait. As it said Revelation the 13th chapter, you know, the patient faith of the saints. You know, he that leadeth to captivity shall go into captivity.
That's right.
So, hey, for you, all right, enslaving our people, you know what I'm saying? You rape, rob, and murder our people, all right? I mean, hell, to this on the highways and byways. We still in prison because, hey, like Don said earlier, you refuse to let us go.
Hey, well, there's a saying in the most corrupt place, and there's the most laws, or something along the lines of that. You know, so there's laws that are on Esau's books. You know, so many of them. I think within 1 year they created 4,000 new laws, and the reason that they create these new laws is for you to break them, so that they can penalize you. You know, and lock you up within their prison complexes, because according to the 13th Amendment, the only way that you can have a person in slavery this day is if they're committing some crime, man. So Esau is making money off of Jake being in prison, you know. That's Isaiah 10 and 1. You know, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Micah 2 and 2. And they cover fields and make them.
You know, it's like starting one.
Okay, kind. Micah 2. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bed. And when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
This is dealing with the current rulers of society, because us the Israelites, we don't have the power. People's paychecks. We're not able to affect people's drinking water, people's food. This is going in about Esau's so-called white man, specifically his elites that are running everything every night.
And they cover fields and take them by violence and houses.
And that's how America was taken. That's the true history of this place that Esau, the so-called white man, is trying so hard to forget. We didn't get here all because we didn't all just wake up in 1970 in the middle of fucking America.
Exactly.
We were brought here. Our people, you niggas don't. What this? We didn't just. You weren't just. We haven't been niggas for the past 2,000 years. This is not our life. This is not our heritage. Black. Hey, you know and they hit me. Y'all was talking about it earlier. I'm gonna do a video on it. You know, you got the shoe called Fubu. For you by you. This shit is for you by Esau. Yeah, this shit is Fubi. For you by Esau. This is not where we come from. You're not the Israelite does not originate from Compton or from
the
Bronx.
The new Wakanda.
I know the hood. That's not where we come from. Y'all allow Esau to beat y'all head in, hand you a fucking uncooked potato and say, here, this is all you know now. And now the nigga, he chopped up, these my fries, nigga. That's all you niggas know.
Give me some bacon, bitch, put on.
Yeah? Finish it off, man. What you got to say?
Real quick. It's a dude named Killer Mike brother bought him on last week. He had this shit called Cripple Cola.
Yeah, Cripple Cola, you're right.
Give me a second. Now, I was thinking Cripple Cola being it was a blue like the Crips, like Crips. So think about it. So think about this. Yeah, so think about it. You over here perpetually talking about a business, but these niggas kill people over a color. And you got a goddamn Pepsi. Now somebody drinking a goddamn cola drink that got a blue, say Cripple Cola. Somebody's getting hot. What kind of shit was that? When I had to think about that, what kind of?
But he was trying to
think about a business, trying to make it a business thing, but it's not. That's nothing of profit for the Israelite man. They stupid. You know, a color or a name or a pyru, I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? But all that, man, will get you killed. by holding the poppy on hand, man.
God.
You know, and then I guess he got the red one. He gonna try to get the other
Bloods.
the blood one. You think?
That's
Like, hey, because it's gonna be that. And you can be crippled after drinking that motherfucker.
Hey, cola is destroying you, man. That pop is destroying you.
But think about it. Why would you do that, man? Why would that be the first thing you do? To destroy, to get somebody else destroyed, man? You know they kill each other. So you think because you kill a mic and you produce it, it ain't gonna happen?
Man, add to what you said. There was an American Edomite gang, red Edomite gang. I forget what they're called. He was saying that they can get away with Hell's Angels. If they can get away with getting T-shirts and putting their name on things and branding it. Here it is. This is a criminal. Whatever they are, they're getting away with putting their name on things and branding it and getting what do they call that when you own something, you get it patent, get the name patent. You know, so they're making money off of it.
Trademark.
It's a trademark, right? So what Killer Mike said, he said, well, look, if they can get away with it, then we can do it too. Completely wicked, man. But yet he turned and he tried to do the same thing that Esau was doing. Don't be like Esau. All right, do not be like the Edomite. If you try to follow the ways of the Edomite, like the Ak was going into earlier, man. All right, you're gonna end up just like him. You're gonna receive his judgment, man. You know, they're Pyru. They're I forget the other name. You know, of these different gangs. But pretty much it has its origin within Esau. Esau's behind that, man. All right, and the reason that he did that is to get you niggas to fight against each other so you can do his job for him. And you're doing a good-ass job at it. But yet when it comes down to the so-called white man, you don't touch him. You don't do nothing to him. You don't say nothing. Here it is. You got certain places where niggas are gang-banging against each other. And one of the brothers was going into it, you know, how he used to run home because it was a project he had to run, walk past. But how he used to run because grown-ass men was chasing him while he was in middle school, coming back home from school. But yet when the Edomite, because there was the church nearby, all right. That's the reason why, man, you 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man, you're gonna get it, man.
That's right.
You're gonna get it, all right. And you are the same motherfuckers that killed and crucified our Lord, man.
That's right.
But when it came down to the Romans, you know, leave them alone. Don't say nothing to them, so that they don't take away our place. All right, you niggas don't want to say nothing against Esau. You don't want to speak out against Esau. You don't want to bring him up on the things that he's doing. Why? Because you don't want to disturb the so-called white man. All right, you ain't nothing but a bunch of house niggas, man.
That's right.
I could do it too. And they come to the fields and take them by numbers and houses and take them away. So they oppress the man in his house and every man in his heritage.
they oppress the man in his house, even the man in his heritage. And that's the state that we're in. Dealing with Esau. All right. We're not only have we been beaten down, stricken, mutilated, stoned.
You can't even defeat
Father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do.
Now this is dealing with you, wicked Israelites. Y'all after a spiritual daddy to say you did your daddy by example. Esau, the so-called white man. So-called thug culture came from Esau. Esau is the one that goes around without no mercy, just whacking. They're just a piece of wood and aiming for foreheads, hitting everybody. Israelite, I got to stop. The scriptures tell you if you see a wayfaring Israelite, you're supposed to let him in your house, man. You're supposed to have love and kindness for each other, man. I remember the one day when I was still there, our garbage, we forgot to take the garbage out, so I'm like, all right, let me go to one of these nigga neighbors. Let me go to one of my neighbors. Niggas acting like they not there. I went around the other side of the street. So I see two niggas getting in their car to go to work. I'm like, look, we forgot to take our garbage out. Our stuff is full. Would you let me dump some of my stuff? I'm being nice and kind. No, man, no. Him and this dude got, I'm like, man, somebody dumps a trash shit, dumped it in their shit. What the fuck home, man? These niggas don't even have any more compassion for each other.
They throw away some garbage.
Some garbage that's gonna get picked up and thrown in the more garbage.
It's all in the city of Detroit. Garbage gonna end up in the same.
Like you saw the so-called white man ask one of you monkeys. You know, just awesome.
Matter of fact, you could have the whole garbage can. I got another one. I got it from around the corner.
That's why the scripture say you're of your father, the devil. That old, the slave mentality that was forced in us, many of our people still obey and live out. The slave mothers teaching their sons, look, you don't run away. You say yes on the boss. You don't disrespect them. You don't lie to them. You do whatever he tell you. But when they come to other slaves, you gotta eat. You take his shit. Take his clothes if you cold. You niggas use the most hardcoreest, sagging, thugalicious, gangster-deficit, fucking
Faggots.
hard. Like the brother was giving an example earlier. Niggas got their guns in the car. Yeah, we finna kill this. And they got
And you heard the guns clicking up.
I seen that video.
Man, I'm like, damn, like Jay, where you get that shit from? You know, you must have found one of them crates he saw dropped off. You know?
They know not to do
That shit was. I'm like shit, like man, you know. But then those flashing lights, all you heard, the cops pull up, whoop whoop. You know, then you see the flashing lights. Niggas like, damn, they have the sick face, man. Like they just found out that they girlfriend was screwing their daddy, man. That look on their face, man. That heart in your stomach face. You know that little feeling you get. You know when the police come up behind you while you're driving, and you do 10 and 2. Nigga, you can't put that fucking big ass gun under the mat, you know, because that's what niggas do when they driving. They got some weed, they got some pills or something. They'll try to crush it on the ground, you know. You can't do that with that, you know.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
That's why we can't stand the wicked of you two-third Israelites. And here it is, you more wicked. A lot of the issues we come from getting us from family members, people that we may have known in the world. The majority of people, you being a I'll say male in this life, the statistics 9 times die, it's going to be by the other hands of the Israelite. In whatever situation, whether a robbery gone wrong, or dude just don't like you, or dude just accidentally kill you, you niggas don't even have the balls to step up to Esau. That's why we don't take none of you. Here it is, you're a hobo. Nigga, where Allah to say Allah ain't figured you need more than some cans and some garbage. But he's scoffing at it every day.
The time that somebody hit my car in the front.
Yeah, the nigga scared off.
And then my neighbor helped the guy get away. You know, we gotta call the police. You know, just to make a report on it. You know, but Jake all mad like, man, you called the cops. And I'm like, then he talking shit. Did you say that to them when they were here? You know, you want to be thugged out towards me? I'm doing what I have to do. You know. It ain't like I called him on him. You know, I called him because to report, you know, what happened to my vehicle, man.
It says, his eye shall be evil towards his brother and toward the wife of his bosom. And
let me say this too. Later on that week, you know, a package for them came to my house.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's not like they had it delivered there. It's just that because they had their address on it, but the guy that was delivering it fucked up. You know, so what I did was I took it over there to them, man. You know, I could have just said, you know what, man, fuck them. You know, I'm gonna keep it. You know, you fucked my car up, or you helped the person that messed my car up. I'm gonna keep it, but I took it back to them, man.
And toward the wife of his bosom, which he shall lead. So, you know, just to, you know, just show you, hey, this is the Heavenly Father. You know, he imposed the curses on us to where we have an evil eye towards, you know, our brother. You know, to the fact, so much so that, yeah, our people like forget, you know,